Can you tell me a story about your first lesbian relationship, romantic or otherwise?
Wait, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
You can do that, but that wasn't supposed to be the first question.
That's my bad.
No, you're good,
Who are you? Well, my name is Monet. I use they, them pronouns. I am a historian, a photographer, hot dog lover. I don't know, all around just kind of a chill person. That's the long and the short about me.
My name is Lois. She, her. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah. What is a typical day in your life like these days?
Boring, honestly, pretty boring because like I don't have a job right now. So I'm not like going somewhere every day technically, but I do try to like get a walk in every single day. So that's usually part of my schedule. It's like going for a walk, usually like an hour or so. And then I've been selling stuff, reselling clothes on Depop and Poshmark. So if I get a sale, I'll walk that to the post office. So I've been getting a lot of sales, honestly, recently. Okay. So that's been helping me, like, you know, move out and, like, walk around and stuff, and do something productive.
Kind of similar, honestly. So I work part-time, remote. I do, like, research. So I spend a lot of time just reading, like, a lot of reading, like, transcribing documents and stuff like that. I also try to get out for a walk because I can't get stuck in front of a computer for a long period of time.
It says, what does the song remind you of? And then I got Broken Pussy on here from Issa Rae. And then After Last Night, Thundercat. So I'm gonna ask that question to you.
After Last Night, that song brings up a very funny and very distinct memory for me. Thanksgiving 2021. Basically, I was in an open-ish relationship with this man, and was also starting stuff with the woman who ends up being my wife. I go down and visit her just for that weekend, I think, day or two. That's like the first time we were ever like, we weren't even like super physical because like, can I be explicit?
You can say whatever you
want. Okay. Like, no like penetration happened, no like oral happened. It was just very like handsy, lots of, you know, kissing or whatever. But it was steamy. I mean, wow. Again, another moment that changed my brain chemistry. But it was really sensual, really beautiful. And then the next day I had to drive back up to my ex's like family's house because he was staying there for Thanksgiving, and we were gonna drive back to Chicago together. But on that drive back, After Last Night, which is, you can probably guess what the song is about, I had that shit on repeat for like 2 hours.
The whole drive.
The whole drive back up to Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay, I like that story.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the song that was on there for me, the memory that I think of for that song is like my closest friend. Her name is Lakila, and her cousin, who's also my friend, Gino. When I first met him, he said that I reminded him of Issa Rae, and I was like, interesting.
In what way?
I'm like, okay, but like I guess like in like our mannerisms and like goofiness. Yeah. So after that, it kind of like became a thing, like Insecure, Issa Rae, whatever. So, which I feel like that's kind of around when the seasons was coming out too. So yeah, he played the song, and we was just all drunk and lit one day, and yeah, that kind of like became our shit. Like we just started singing "Broken Pussy" out of nowhere, and that kind of just like became like the three of us thing. So yeah, whenever I hear that song now, I kind of just like think back to that time and like when we first met.
What is? Can you sing that? I don't know that song. I've never heard it. I'm dead. How do we go?
Okay. Maybe it really smells. Maybe it's dry as hell. Broken pussy. Hey,
Context.
Nobody wants you because you got a broken pussy. Nobody wants you because you got a broken pussy. Broken pussy.
Have you seen Insecure?
I love this girl. It's my favorite girl. I just wanted you to sing it.
Oh, wow.
That was my little teaser. Okay.
That's beautiful. Did you know any black lesbians growing up? I knew 0 black lesbians growing up. I think the first time that I personally knew a black lesbian was at one of my jobs when I moved to Chicago. Yeah, I think the first time that I had like a strong relationship with a black lesbian was 2023, 2024.
My Nana, she's my brother's grandmother. I didn't really get it at first, but yeah, growing up, she was like the first black lesbian that I knew. Yeah, I mean, we never really talked about her sexuality, but I feel like there was always like a understanding there that didn't have to like be spoken about. So yeah.
I don't think so. I'm like really trying to think. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Did you know anybody who you suspected might be a lesbian?
I have a teacher who I suspected, who had to have been a black lesbian.
What is it about her that you suspect that?
Just her energy overall. I guess when I think, yeah, this is like my second grade teacher. So maybe, I don't know why I was like trying to clock her like that at that age. But I guess maybe just more so in terms of how I think about, wanting to be. I think, or like, I don't know, I feel like I saw some of myself in her in a very particular way. And I guess that can be true with people who aren't also black lesbians. But I just got a sense.
How about you?
No. A very firm no. My family is very strong, like Southern Baptist. So I have one cousin that I suspect he is gay. He's never said anything. He's never brought anybody around the family. But some people just have that, that aura to them. I think I was technically the first in my family, at least the first one that was out. And then that kind of spurred a cousin of mine to also come out. So now we're twins.
Period.
But yeah, no, nobody I grew up around or knew. I will have to say though, my next door neighbor, she is my style inspiration. She was a straight woman though, but a very masculine black woman, very firm in who she was, and is my style inspo.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I unfortunately, I don't know, because some of my cousins did, like I said, I have a lot of queer cousins and family members, but none of them were ever straight up saying that they were a lesbian.
It started with the way that I dressed. My mom was very big into dressing me a certain way. I went to Catholic school up until I was 15. So, there's dress codes because we have to go to church all the time. And it started one day when I was crying and begging to wear pants to church. And then I was one of my cousin's girlfriends was oh, why are you crying? And I was oh, I want to wear pants to church. My mom won't let me. And she said it's not appropriate. And she was God shows up how he is so you can show up how you are.
what is lesbianism to you?
I wish it was as simple as like people want to make it out to be, of like women loving women, but like I'm not a woman, but I'm still a lesbian. I think it is. I think part of it is how you feel in your body. Part of it is how you love. Part of it is who you love. I think that's kind of how I view it. For me, like, I don't identify as a woman, but like Black girlhood is very, very, very important to me and how I move through the world. And I think through like reading like lesbian history and understanding like the history of the community, in that it isn't just femmes who are lesbians. Like, it has been a whole spectrum of gender and gender representations and whatnot. So for me, I feel like a lesbian, and therefore I am. And I love women, love them down. But like my attraction is also towards like gender non-conforming people, and whether they exist within the realm of like being sapphic or lesbian, like I think that's also a part of it. But it's like, it's complicated, but it's not complicated, you know?
Okay, I got a follow-up. So, do you feel that your lesbianism informs your relationships with friendships? Your relationship with friendships?
Yes.
Okay.
I think because my like gender and sexuality are like so central to who I am and the experiences I've had in the world, like it both informs like how I treat other people. Like, I always try to lead with like empathy and kindness. Like, I really try to be that support for people and like wanting them to know that I'm a safe space for them, that, you know, I'm there for them in like a soft way. And that for me is also a huge part of at least my lesbianism, is that softness and that that empathy. And like leading with that in my friendships. If you're not meshing with that, then we're not meshing at all, actually. So I think one directly informs the other, even outside of like sexual context. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I'd say for me, because like I guess like navigating my sexuality like has been a thing for a while. So I feel like I more so recently kind of came to terms with the fact that I'm a lesbian. So for me, I think it's kind of like unlearning like compet, and then also just not being attracted to cis men. I'd say that's probably the main thing.
Yeah.
And like finally coming to terms with like I'm not attracted to cis men at all. So yeah. So I think that's kind of where, because I was like in the I'm queer like label for a minute, because I was like like I think men are cute, but like that's about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, is that real attraction? And then once I came to the conclusion like that wasn't real attraction for me, then that's kind of when I was like, okay, I know I'm a lesbian. So and then in terms of friendships, honestly, I don't think it's influenced friendships for me, just because I don't have any lesbian friends. So that's never really been something that's come through my mind. But I feel like because now that I do have like this identity that I more so connect with now, I want that. Like, I want lesbian friends and I want more queer friendships. So, yeah.
They're beautiful. I only had some come into my life within the last couple of years, that friend group I was mentioning, but truly never expected to be surrounded by a bunch of Black queer people, and there's something rejuvenating about it. So I'm manifesting the energy for you, because it really is, it's refreshing. It's really refreshing.
Okay. It says, can you take a photo of me?
Sure. I can. Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm gonna have you. I might actually have you come sit where I was sitting.
Okay.
Face. Let's see. Lean forward a little bit, or come forward. Come forward a little more. You might have to scoot the food up. Ooh, that's pretty. Tilt your chin up just a little bit and bring your face forward towards the light. And turn your head just a little that way. Perfect. There's a little piece of sun in your hair. Beautiful. Three, 2, 1. Trying to get it where your eyes shine. Beautiful. One more. 3, 2, 1. Bring your chin up just a little. Perfect. The light does not want to play nice. There we go.
Oh, pretty.
I'll send it to you. All right, now that we swap sides. Okay. If you could create a new word to describe friendship between people who are not men, what would that word be?
The first thing that I thought of was lovers, which that could be more romantic, but I feel like people call their friends lovers too. And that's not a new word, but that's the only thing I can think of. Just because that's the emotion that goes into that type of relationship. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing I can really think of. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of right now.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
That is a hard question. Because a new word, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I do feel like lovers really like kind of covers the base for what it is. 'Cause at least in my friendships with people who are men and women and the non-binary and gender non-conforming folks in my life, like it is truly based out of love and care and looking out for each other. Because I think just when you are marginalized in that way, like you really do have to stick together and like back each other up. So I like lovers. It really is out of love. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that y'all want to say to each other before we close out?
I mean, I really enjoyed this.
I really did too. I feel like we had a really good conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked your perspective on a lot of things. And yeah, it was interesting hearing your perspective too. Like that was different than mine. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Would y'all like to swing together?
I'd swing.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to swing too? Sure.
What is going to combat all of the madness? What's going to combat what can only be described as evil? What can we possibly do? We can love. If we can't think of anything else, we can love. We come to come to love, we 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 come to love. When you can't think of anything else, love. We come to love, we come to love. Thank you very much.